Let's talk to her again. Hello?
So, anything interesting for me?
Ask her to define interesting. Say you learned something from the dead man's memory. He met an older woman on the ship.
From his memories? You ate something off his corpse? Please, don't tamper with the evidence. Especially not like that. As for the older woman, I'll have to check out the ship's log. If she's aboard, I haven't met her myself. Must avoid us Reds when she sees us. If you meet anyone like that aboard, maybe you could talk to her. Casually. See when she last spoke to Finn.
That is really cool, Subaratus. I'm so glad we picked this. Whoa. Sorry. Didn't mean to fight. My apologies. I'm so glad we're playing a undead.
No indication.
An elf. Also a undead. Yeah, why not?
The hatch is blocked. I'll need to find another way.
I'm really feeling this playthrough a lot better than the other one, honestly. I feel like the character is going to be a lot more fun to play, just because it's something that it's kind of out of my comfort zone, but also just being an undead, being like able to, we're able to talk to pets, eat people's body parts to learn stuff. Well, if I take 1 point in lock picking, we can easily open very, very basic locks, sorry, and then if I take more points into persuasion, we can persuade people. So we have like a lot of stuff we can do. Oh no, I know. It's just I remember that this stair didn't have anything else going on.
Why won't you sing?
I do remember that like there's a lot of stuff here to do. I keep pressing freaking tab because of like Diablo in games like that.
I'm trying to concentrate.
Study the right attributes to use some of them though.
Like
Oh, you mean the skills I'm gonna learn? Nah, that's fine.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on. One of us will kill our own. They're picking us off. Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
Oh, I can't even move it. I think it's too heavy.
Mad? No.
I want to romance Los or Lose.
Husband. Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical.
Play along and take her on with a grin. Tell the children they must be mistaken.
How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be confused with
Gribbles de
anyone else.
Peeb.
What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
Shake your hand. Low say you presume.
You presume right.
Ask if she knows anything about the murder that happened on board.
Nope. Trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better.
Okay.
Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it. You take care, though.
Suddenly,
In fact-
her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
It's because she's possessed by something, and so once in a while, the demon or whatever it is, will like poke through.
Always hung closest to our divine. Wolves are a campfire.
Oh, a fellow undead.
Got
Yeah.
this wolf on a leash now.
Nope.
As soon as the Inquisitor.
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out and examines your bandages, rubbing them between his fingers.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
Ask who you're speaking to.
Ah, yes. The niceties. My name is Fane. I am a scholar from... Well, I am a seeker of knowledge. That is enough.
I don't understand though, like, Fane is supposed to be a human skeleton. Why is he an elf here?
It is pleasurable to meet you.
Not towards his book. Has he found much knowledge in there?
Hardly. I've been reading this one for several minutes, and I have yet to find a single insight into the mysteries of the universe. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
Oh, look at all these options. Dude, I have so many options. I don't know which one, dude. I think... Should I go Scholar? Or Undead? Because he's also an Undead. You have some personal experience of history you've seen a lot in the last couple of centuries.
Oh, please. I have no interest in that. Your books are too full of it already. No. I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
You have often pondered the nature of the gods, but you don't have any sure answers.
Of course you don't have any useful information. Why did I expect anything else? Now please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
Why is he so curious about the gods?
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his eyes off his book or respond
sure.
to your question.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right. I always knew.
Well, well. What have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
I'm going to answer this again because it was too great. Mumble through clenched jaw. What on earth is he doing?
I'm inspecting your teeth, in case that wasn't spectacularly obvious. There's some discoloration, as well as a rather disconcerting lack of tongue and gums, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on a squalid little ship like this.
Disconcerting lack of tongue and gums.
Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
See, you can, but that your sense of taste isn't what it used to be.
And of course, a cook who can't taste is about as useful as a dog in a chess game. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor?
Stick a thumb through one of the holes in your garb and say these provide cool in summer.
Yes, I can tell from your vagabond chic, a bag is as good as a shirt kind of style. I shouldn't be getting my hopes up. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
So obviously I'm going to answer the same as last time. Rubbing your chin, telling me, trying to recall the last time you bathed. What month is this?
Just as I thought. That explains what's besieging my nostrils.
Bro, I'm dead.
So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate, shall we? As per your own testimony, you have the taste buds of a dung beetle, the fashion sense of a monkey in a clown suit, and your personal hygiene reminds one of a carcass rotting in the sun.
Except, I am a carcass rotting in the sun.
That won't do at all, see? I'm sad to say I must deny you the opportunity to be my slave. Ever so sorry.
Stare at him blankly. He was looking for you to be his what now?
My slave, of course. Oh, but I see. Yes, I suppose it must take some time for the full extent of my disheartening refusal to sink in. Still, hone your skills, and one day you may just qualify for a position in a lesser household than mine. You keep dreaming, you hear?
This character is the freaking best, dude. I like him so much.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right
What were
alongside
these?
the ship with it.
I don't even know what I just picked up. Long branch. Oh, so it's a crafting material. Or at the very least I need to combine it with something else. A lot of beer, mug of
Never
beer,
thought you'd end up a prison guard.
mug of beer,
That
mug
right?
of beer,
I always knew you'd
Mug
turn
of
out
beer.
drops in Ben Nest.
bottle of beer.
Your kind always hung closest
There's a
to
bucket up there.
like wolves around a campfire.
Well,
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turn
Boy, telling me how to think twice about addressing you like a child.
He turns his head toward you, looking you up and down, and smiles before turning his attention to the ship once more.
Listen if
Oh.
you're interested. Or get gone if you aren't.
has been a murder. Your
Ask what you're meant to be hearing.
that has the
The ship, of course.
Quiet and listen to the sound
A
of the
wave
ship.
of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash, and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And
I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Nest. Your kind always hung closest to
Tell him the ship is moaning like a sick man.
sick as a leper's cat. From the state of it, I'd say she's being cared for by a bunch of beardless babes who never loved anyone but their own mums. But there's more. Listen close.
Close your eyes and try to let the ambient sound of the ship fade
There
away.
now, just like that.
Squeak!
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news.
I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Nest. Your
To nod, you heard it. What is it supposed to be?
It's the wheel. The wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east. Pardon my beard. That means if we've been travelling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
Tell him you shouldn't talk like... No. Ask why he's so excited about reaching Fort Joy. You haven't heard anything good about the place.
No, indeed, boy.
nothing else I
But
can make,
that ain't my final destination.
all I
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that
Say nothing but look him once over before leaving. You may want to find him again inside Fort Joy. Okay, so there's one last guy we need to talk to. And it's him.
A scruffy
No,
man
that's not right.
leans
There's another
against the
character
wall
too.
with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister guarding him. Noticing you, he straightens and beckons for you to come closer.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this Tramp Ifan.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again.
Move closer to him.
He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck. He winks.
pinches less that way, right?
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
Ask if anyone the Magister suspects him of murder.
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons ago. Isn't that right, Vic?
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing. Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword and now he's Johnny Big Pants.
Ask Ifan what he did to find himself at the mercy of a subordinate.
Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the Joy. Away from interested parties.
Say that you're still curious about the murder. Did he do it?
No. The dead man, Finn, is it? I'd no business with him. And I wouldn't put a man down without good reason.
He glances over at Magister Victor, who's staring back at him with pointed intensity.
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough.
Ask Ifan if he knows anything about where you're headed, Fort Joy.
The Joy? I've heard a lot. Nothing good. No surprise there, since Bishop Alexander runs the show.
Okay.
Wonder if we'll get to meet the ringmaster himself.
So you'd like to meet Alexander. You'd show him exactly what you think of his bloody divine order.
Easy now. I might think the same. But Vic here will blow a blood vessel if he hears you talking like that.
What are you conspiring about over there? You, elf. What's your name?
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got a bee in his bonnet. And that bee is me.
Name?
Say that, it's, Gil.
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down in a tiny notebook. He scowls at you as he stows the notebook back in his voluminous robes.
Away with you, at once.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips as he leans back against the wall.
Okay. That's the actual last character we need to talk to.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
Whatever she's doing. No, ask if you may join her.
She shakes her head.
Game for one, I'm afraid. Rolling dice. Deciding fates.
Whose fate is she deciding?
Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
She can decide fates with dice. No, decide it's probably best to take your leave.
She smiles contemptuously.
Just a kitten in a corner, aren't we?
Okay.
I know it.
Cool. Okay, now we've officially talked with everybody.
I'm trying to concentrate.
Here to register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger. You faring okay so far?
Tell him you're fine.
Glad to hear it. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
Thanks, bro. So very kind as always.
Keep those bolts trained on her, and if she tries to run...
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
Address the sorcerer and ask her what she meant by there are others whose lives must end.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
Oh, I know, I just looted everything, so...
What's happened?
Okay. Yeah, now more looting, I know. We did this part last time. It's the part after this that we didn't do. Oh, look at that. Tons of ones. Bro. Hell yeah. Two poison ones. Hey, Toaster, what's up, man? I want the ham, the cheese bread, of course, bottle of wine, the other one, the pumpkin soup, chubfish, the bottle of wine, another one, some red snapper. Thank you. There are cards here again, but I still don't know what they're for. A lot of wine. Oh. So it only opens the door on the other side then. Oh, you mean have the... You mean one air, one poison? Oh, in that sense, yeah. But yeah, I don't have that yet, but sure. Poor Magister so-and-so. Oh God. Oh. Yeah, it must be it. Yeah, because definitely not this. Mashed potatoes. Oh. Forgot to loot this, apparently. Oh no, the sheep is dead, bro. Feels bad, man. I think I forgot to talk to him. Although we didn't have anything interesting to say, that much I remember, but I did forget to talk to him. Mutton, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's a mutton, not a sheep. Although they call it cheap, so... I don't think I have to talk to them, right? Like I did it last time. It didn't do anything. Like I shouldn't need to. Right? Okay, hold on. No text that says sketches of dragons fill every page. Okay, that much I remember. Yeah, remember that. Okay. Same thing. A few of them are in good spirits, especially the children. The others are sullen. Don't blame them, change is rough, but they'll make new friends sooner or later. And when we cure them for good, they'll be thanking us, not cursing. Well, most of them. The elf with the dice, that lone wolf, the creaky-voiced woman in the kitchen. Some folks won't get over it. Reckon they won't be first to get cured, if they're ever cured at all. I mean, it's not wrong. Okay. This part we've never done. Stop drugging children. Wait, what are you saying? Are you saying that drugging children is bad? Is that what you're saying? Since when? Oh, a gold cup, dude. Oh, this is empty. Well, that guy is shaking in his boots. Magister Rix.
God damn it. Need to get off this wreck and quick.
Oh yeah, I can't heal myself, right? I can just like... Nope. Do I just like use one of these? How do I just use one of my stuff? Oh no, the... I mean, I could use the bedroll as well, I guess, but... Yeah, that works too. How do you use the wand, though? Like from here? Yeah, but what? There's nothing to attack. Oh, hey, bro.
The hound paws desperately at its snout. It winces as it draws blood from its wet black nose and continues scratching.
Call out to the hound and ask it what's the matter.
The dog notices you for the first time and snarls. The hairs on its back prickling as it lowers itself into a lunge.
Sorcerer!
It sneezes suddenly and paws at its nose once more.
Can't smell. Can't breathe. Too much sauce. Too much. Please, make it stop.
Oh, God. Tell the dog you're not the one who did this. You'd stop it if you could.
Sorcerer!
The dog whines and continues pawing at its nose.
Oh, God. Can I do something for the poor doggos?
Not long before this thing snaps into splinters.
Oh, okay, control... Okay. I wish I could do something for the poor dog. Oh, God.
Damn, that doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards.
Oh, attack mode. Ugh. Well, I mean... Bro, I want to help you, Doggo! Damn it, I don't know how. Oh. Thank you. I just now remembered these